Perfect. We are live. We are live. We are live. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here on this stream or whenever you see this video. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm excited for today's stream. We have some great announcements, great news. We have some exciting things that are happening in the market right now. Guys, if you saw the market today, you'd understand why we're so excited, why we, been calling this for days and weeks and months. We've been saying start accumulating, and the time has come. I believe we're back in this bullish movement. And I'll kind of go into that here shortly, but today in this stream, what we're going to be talking about today with you guys is basically some news articles that I kind of feel like are really good for this bullish movement that's happening right now worldwide, not just the US, but worldwide. And also some XRP news, an XRP article that I found very interesting. It's given me more faith that this XRP case is still on XRP's side and should be going away hopefully by the end of this year. Then we're going to go into some airdrops with you guys. We got some great airdrops that are coming. If you have some NFT projects, you'll be able to get this airdrop, so you might want to maybe accumulate these projects if you hear them. And then of course on top of that, we do have a cryptocurrency coin airdrop that we just recently learned about. And then we're going to get into some new projects and some older projects that we've already called out that are still good at pinnacle rates to invest in right now, just because of where they're sitting. Just understand that we are not financial advisors. We are just giving you guys our opinions. We're giving you guys our ideas, I guess you would say, on this market, because at the end of the day, you still have to do your due diligence. Any project you hear, any news you hear, anything that you hear today on our stream, I want you guys to write it down or put it in your phone notes, or store that in your brain, just so you can do the research later on. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we're not here to manage your money. We're just telling you guys great investments in our opinion that have made us money, and the strategies that have made us money that are working. Again, just continue to do your research. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna pass this over to Pat. If you don't know who he is, he's definitely someone that I look up to in this industry. He's been here since 2017, 2016, 2017, and he knows the game, guys. He knows the ups, the downs, what's going on when it comes to fundamentals, and that's where it's really good. Where I come in, I like the analysis side of things, the technical analysis. We combine that, we're indestructible. And of course, with us doing this, we want to outreach the community. We want to reach out to other people and kind of build a team so we can all work together and we can all, really come up and thrive, in this industry while it's still early. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to pass this over to Pat and we're going to get straight to it. Let's get it.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, it's Friday and we're green, so it's nice. The whole market's up. Let's see, we're at 2.1, so we've come up a decent amount. And the entire market's up 9%, so that's very nice. Some of the tokens, let's see, Bitcoin's up like 4,000 for the day. Ethereum's up a couple hundred, so it's sitting good. The only thing with this is just know now the NFTs, as these go up, they're going to cost us more. So that's why we're saying, like, grab some ahead of time if you had the chance of just some of the tokens you were going to be purchasing these NFTs. So it's going to cost us more, but that also means any NFT that you're sitting on, that floor price, as that floor price even sits like to Solana, whatever, like the price, just the value's going up. Solana is up, like, just since last night when we told you, if you were on our show, we were telling you to pick up Solana. It's up $20 today. So got to be on top of that stuff, especially if you're going to grab these NFTs. What's up, Christian? So market's sitting lovely. Yeah, Bitcoin's almost 48. We're sitting at 33 for Ethereum. Cardano's 2.25. Let's see, Solana's 161. That's one of the bigger movers today. Which you figure, especially with these projects, and NFTs are starting to pump, as you can see. In Solano, I don't know if you tried to move anything lately, but it's when it's on, it's fast. It's very fast and very cheap. So that one is a nice alternative to OpenSeas and or let me just say MetaMask and these crazy fees on Ethereum. I mean, I got money tied up in the air because of the fees. I'm waiting for them to come down and pull it out. It's insane, but it is what it is. But yeah, so today I'm gonna have one definite airdrop token, one that we feel real confident about, and then we have at least two airdrops on NFTs, and then some other projects that we just want to let you know about that have some like royalties now and stuff like that. So you can pay attention to your wallet, and hopefully, if you're holding some of these, you'll just steadily get these airdrops. Because I know, like I said, I just checked mine today, my wallet, one of them, an airdrop. But all right, let me send it back to Jonah real quick, who hit the technical. He's gonna come back to me, and I'm gonna get you right into these airdrops and let you know what you need to purchase to get some money. Free money, the best money.
Yes,
all
sir.
Right, Jonah, back to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Pat. Yeah, we're just gonna get straight to it, guys. We don't want to hold you guys too long. But first things first, guys. We got to know where the market is sitting. We know the price of Bitcoin is sitting right around 48. Market cap is at basically 2.1 trillion. So we were at 1.9. So over the last couple of days, we've seen about 200 billion, almost 300 billion dollars come into the market. Which is good. I mean, we've said it before. We'll say it over and over and over again. Fundamentally, everything is there for this market to continue up. A lot of people are scared. There's fears. There's, so much going on in the world. And I tell people to just keep it out. Just be aware of it, but kind of blank it out and find out, okay, what is going on fundamentally in this market that is making this market go up. And I'll kind of go over some things with you guys. Just the start of it was El Salvador. So that was just a break in the tip, just like coming up to the tip of the iceberg, barely even breaking the iceberg. But there's so much fundamentally that's going in behind. There's so much interest. I mean, I have a couple notes for you guys, just researching and doing the analysis on crypto. When it comes to this market, there's a lot of whales that have a lot of accumulated assets right now. They're accumulating more and more cryptos, right? Why is that? It's because guess what else is happening, right? Retail traders are also accumulating as we speak as well. So having both of those players, retail traders, which of course don't have as much money as the whales, but if you have both coming in together at the same time, guess what that's going to do? Anybody on the sell side, I think I was talking to Christian. He was like, you think this is going to dip? I said, nah, bro. What they're going to do is they're going to liquidate all the sellers. It might come down, a tiny bit now, but I don't think it's going to pass anything past where it just last low was, right? And I told him there's going to be a lot of liquidated sellers. They're going to liquidate a lot of sellers in the market because everyone is thinking about selling. Everyone is selling right now. Guess what? The big players observe the masses and do the opposite. Guess what those the big players are doing? They're accumulating right now. So as soon as that pumped up back up to 47, 48, guess what? Retail traders are now coming in. And so they're going to pump in together and they're going to cause this price of Bitcoin to go up. And guess what? Everything else follows Bitcoin. Everything else follows Bitcoin. So as more as these whales and the big institutions and the big countries that you guys are going to see today are coming into play, that only means that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, is going to go up. That means everything else is going to follow. All right, so just pay attention these next couple weeks. There's going to be a lot of institutional interest. There's going to be a lot of different countries' interest in accumulating more and more of these crypto assets. So again, 2.1 trillion, which is great. 48K Bitcoin, I love it. We're just keep pumping and pumping. I told you guys the interest levels that we're looking at for these crypto levels on Bitcoin would be 54K. So that is my level of interest for these next, I'd say, week or two. I think October, November, and December are going to be the most bullish months that we have seen in a long time. I'm telling you guys, no less than 80K on Bitcoin, no less than 10K on Ethereum. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be the bull run of a lifetime. XRP, once that case is over, hopefully by the end of this year, we're going to see a $5 to $10 XRP, not coming anything less than $5 because it still hasn't even seen its bull run. I know, you're like, Joni, you're speaking, crazy right now, but look, I'm telling you guys, just pay attention to these next couple months. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go crazy, right? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of bring this back here so I can go ahead and pull up my articles. But I have some articles, guys, that, that have really interested me when it comes to this bull run. And I'm not talking just in the United States. Now, I know some of you have seen the TikTok. I think TikTok is hopping on board because Facebook has, because Twitter has, because Instagram has with NFTs, but now TikTok. I told you guys it's gonna be a bowling ball, right? Or it's gonna be a snowball going down a hill, right? It's gonna build up and build up and build up, just like these countries, right? The countries, when it comes to these big institutions, these big countries coming into play. What happened? El Salvador came into play. Now there's different players like I'll show you today. Egypt wants to start coming into play. The Swiss, the France, right? There's going to be so many different countries coming into play, guys. You just got to understand why it's happening at this time. It was a lot of FUD keeping back the price of Bitcoin, and it's been too long. It's been almost 2 months where it's just been consolidating, or honestly, like the last month, it was just straight consolidation. But now we look and we're like, okay, we seen the price just sit there, and I told you guys that last dip, it was just going to sit there for a little bit. It was just going to consolidate. Now that we've seen the pump, we've seen the big interest in the institutions and the fundamentals behind Bitcoin and behind everything else, what's happening. Now you understand why we are so bullish, right? You understand those things. Now we just keep bringing you guys proof and proof and proof each and every single week, each and every day of why it's still bullish, right? So I'll go into this one. Egypt banks, right? Egypt banks are now getting into cryptocurrency. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this up for you guys as soon as this loads. So Egypt banks. There we go. A little slow over here. I think it's just because Bitcoin's pumping. The government here is just talking about Bitcoin. They're like, hey, slow down there. Slow down there. Oh, man. Can you still hear me, Pat? Alright, cool. We are having a little bit of a lag over here. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jeez. Alright, let me close some of this out because we are having a bit of a lag. Hopefully this helps a little bit. It's not helping. Alright, we're just going to come back here. Alright, I think we're going to skip the news for today. But basically, I just had a couple articles. For example, we had Egypt banks peaking interest into cryptocurrency. One of the biggest Egypt banks that are actually, looking into accumulating either assets or doing something with the crypto community. I also had something on XRP that was talking about just the case how the SEC is kind of they're very confused. They really don't know what they're trying to do with this case, and I think it's causing them to drag the case on because they're just trying to find the little things. They lost focus on making regulations to the crypto market. Now they're moving into, wanting to do this with the stable coins because US dollar coin had loans and that's taking away, which I get it because they understand that the banks are useless. The banks are useless right now and they know cryptocurrencies are taking over. Whether they like it or not, cryptocurrency is taking over and they're scared. They're scared shitless. Excuse my language, but they're scared. And that's where, cryptocurrency is going to be the next thing. You see all these billionaires. You see all these, different countries coming into play. Now, right, it's to a point where they can't stop cryptocurrency. It's getting too big now. It's getting too big. It's going worldwide. XRP, for example, you can transfer over billions of dollars in seconds. You cannot do that with a bank. You cannot do that with a central bank. You cannot do that. Right? It's very, very, very hard to do that stuff. It takes days to weeks to get that type of money over. But now, you can do this in seconds, right? So, I think XRP is just taking away from the banking system. It is basically a bank, and it's going to be the next banking system, in my opinion. And that's why I'm so strong, I'm so bullish on XRP and everything else that comes with it. But I'm going to pass this back to Pat. Sorry about the news, guys. My computer's acting a little goofy right now. But like I said, XRP, there's tons of news out there that's very bullish. There's tons of countries coming into play, Swiss banks, Egyptian banks, and I think it was African banks, if I'm not mistaken. I had another article on that basically are, piquing their interest inside of crypto. But that's all the news I really had. So not to drag that along, I'm going to pass this back to Pat so he can go into his articles, or he can go into his airdrops with the NFTs and the crypto coins that he got. But other than that, go ahead and take it over, Pat.
All right, cool. Let me pop up my screen. All right. So, like, what I'm gonna show you is this token. Let me just type it in, be a little bit easier. The call on this one's gonna be OMG. So this has been around for a while. Back in 2017, this thing peaked out pretty high. It was at 25 bucks. And it came way down, way down. And now it's starting to gain interest back. Well, what they're doing is they're upgrading, I think, their network now. One of the YouTubers, so we always, like we said, we pretty much push, let you know what YouTubers are following stuff. So this one, a lot of this I found from Crypto Chico. So if you want to check out like the full video on exactly where he got like all of his research, so like he goes deep into research. He's very informative. He's kind of how like I figured I started seeing how he goes researching and mix in with a couple more YouTubers, and then that's kind of what we've been putting towards, like, or at least me towards like finding NFTs and that kind of stuff. So that's why I've been not doing as much with these right now, because the NFT market is going crazy. But when there's free stuff about to be dropped, I'm going to try to let you know about this. So as you see, though, at one point, this was 25 bucks. Right now, it's sitting at 12, right? So there's still some room on this to double up if it just goes back to normal. Well, here's what's pretty cool with this. So they're upgrading. So we got this, the Boba Token is going to be coming out. It's going to be an airdrop. So what you're going to have to do is you need to purchase OMG, and it's going to be at a 1-to-1 ratio. So for every one you buy, they're going to give you one Boba. And all you're going to need to do this, to qualify, so they're going to take their snapshot, right? The easiest way is going to be to bridge, and we go into a wallet. So what you're going to do here is, like, basically, if you've been dealing with us, you probably have MetaMask right now. You're going to just click on, so I went to Boba Network, Boba.network, and then you'll see this airdrop once it pops up. Click bridge, and you're going to connect it with your MetaMask. And the same way we've swapped out everything, whenever you do any kind of swaps, all you're going to do is take it from the Ethereum network to Boba Ethereum. So it's going to just transfer your money over. You will get a gas fee on it. But once it's in the wallet, they take that snapshot. Like I said, that's going to be done on November 12th. So you need to do this before then. Now you could wait to the day before, but the way the market's moving, it might cost you. So the way I'm going to maybe play this is pick up some of these, especially now that the market's about to start taking off. Hopefully by November, which is only a month away, month and a half. By the time they do the snapshot, because they're saying that the release, the airdrop will be within about a week later. So say you pick up 100 of them. Right now, it'll cost you 120, $5, something like that. $124. Once you do that, where was I? Once you do that, if these just go up to double, you figure you already doubled up on the token. If it's a 1-to-1 ratio, that means they're going to have the same supply. So what they'll do is, more than likely, it's going to be, I bet it'll come out at close, at least 50% of wherever OMG's at. Now it might dump right away because some people that'll get it free, depending on how expensive it comes out right away, might try to sell. But I mean, either way, if you figure, say it goes to you spend 100, buy 100 of them, it'd be what? That's $1,200. $1,200 to buy 100. If it doubled up, you're at 2,500. And say they airdrop you another 100, and if they're sitting at right around that $12, you could end up making out about $2,400 if these things, if OMG goes back to just where it was, and if Boba comes out at say $12 mark, you'd end up making $2,500 off of your 12. So you'd get your original 12 back, plus you would. So even if you just want to buy 10 of them, $120, you should still end up almost doubling up if it comes out to the normal ratio that it usually does. So that's one to look out for. That's a guaranteed. It's on their website. You just have to have it in before the 12th. And then you just need to hit bridge, link it to your MetaMask, flip it, make one transaction, just keep it there until the date, and then bring it back. The other one that he was showing us was going to be on Optimism. So Boba Network actually just had a pump of about 5,000% recently. It's been jumping like crazy. Optimism and the investors in Optimism, the companies that they deal with, according to him, they deal nothing but all they do is airdrops. Every time they come out with tokens, they usually do airdrops. So when he usually says that there's a chance, he's been right like 99% of the time. So this is another one. What you would need to do with this is you're going to go into Optimism. So if you just Google search Optimism gateway, or you can just go to gateway.optimism.io. From there, all you're going to do in the corner is going to be link wallet. You're going to link your wallet, your MetaMask again. You're going to just switch, just use this network. All right. So if you want to transfer, switch it over, however much amount of Ethereum you want to put in, transfer it over to the optimistic Ethereum network. By doing that, that should qualify you. But he says to pretty much like guarantee it, you might want to do one transaction. So he said you can basically just buy something. And on that network, it's supposed to be very, very fast and very cheap. Once you flip it, if you want to keep it there, you can keep it there, or you can just flip it right back and send it right back. So all you need to do is make like a move on this. And this is basically what he was saying is he's comparing it to Uniswap. So back in the day when Uniswap first started to gain interest, what they did was if you used Uniswap, they airdropped you 400 Uniswap. Well, Uniswap is worth a decent amount of money right now, $25. So basically they airdropped, I mean, that's 10 grand. So if you were right now, if you had that sitting in that airdrop, they just basically gave away $10,000 just for using the network. So that's basically what he's saying. All you need to do for this one is head up to gateway.optimism.io, flip your Ethereum over to the new network, purchase something. You can resell it. You can keep it there, bring it back to your wallet if you want. And once this happens, you should be qualified for the airdrop with that. So like I said, you can just literally do this, take out your money, and then just go back to spending it like you normally were, and that will qualify you for this. So that's going to be the two token ones. So now let me get into some NFT drops. First one, let's go with Soul Snatchers. All right, so Soul Snatchers have a few things going on. If anyone's sitting on these, we have right here, each verified member. So you have to verify it, which if you're in their Discord, it lets you know how to do all this. It's very important if you're in NFTs, you get in Discord. But all you have to have 2 of them, and you'll be qualified. It has to be verified, so you're going to have to link it. So basically how we linked wallets, they're going to have a verification process. You're going to link your wallet. They'll verify it. That'll qualify you. And you're going to get an airdrop of another, I don't know if they're giving. So this is the great protocols, how you're going to verify it. But I'm not exactly sure what they're airdropping. But that's the good thing. You never know. Some of them, it could be super rare stuff. It could be airdrops are cool because you never know what you're going to get.
I don't think they've announced it yet, but
that's what I mean. Like,
I think it's going to happen next week
from the underworld. So I don't think it's going to be. It could be new characters. It could be different weapons. Who knows what it could be? It could be anything. It could be tokens. Then they also have rewards. So if you're holding them, now 50% of royalties from trading will be distributed to soul snatchers on a weekly basis. So this is an incentive to hold. All right. Every week they're going to take snapshots, and every week they're going to start depositing. And this is going to start, this starts like next week, I believe. So you're going to be able to check your wallet every week and just get more and more money. It's just for holding these things. And you want to hold one anyway because they're about to do an airdrop. That's why I just picked up an extra one. So now I have my two. And then they're also announced today, they're giving away some cash. So if you're somebody who's very active on Discord, they're basically setting it up. So they're going to keep a chat room just running with chats, nonstop chats. And then they're going to freeze it randomly. So as you can see right here, at a random unannounced time within 24 hours of this message, the chat will be muted. At this point, the last 6 people who have sent the message before the channel was muted will be winners. The first place, so the last person to send the message wins $1,666. The next 5 will win $1,000 a piece. So if you just feel like sitting up here chatting, you have a chance of possibly winning some money. And within 24 hours. And that was posted at 3, so 23 hours. That's all you got to do. Sit there and chat for 23 hours. And then, so that will be Soul Snatchers. So you got 3 major things with them. So if you're sitting on at least 2 of them, you should be getting nice. You're going to get an airdrop, like I said, and you're going to start getting residual money on it. So, and a lot of these are starting to do that, which is very nice. The next one was, if anyone is sitting on a Clay Nation, I'm trying to figure out what qualified it, but I opened up my wallet today, and a few days ago on the 25th, they sent me it's a Clay Nation of a frog. So I don't know if everyone got that, if that was some random thing that I got, like won a lottery, where they just pick random people. But if you're sitting on a Clay Nation and you haven't checked your wallet in like a week, check it out. You might be sitting on a free NFT. That's one thing, like I said, I had no clue about, and I checked my thing today because we actually were trying to purchase something, and I said I had a free airdrop, and that's what's cool. We've, like I said, Jeremy and them have been getting random airdrops here and there. So that is going to be it for for those. The last thing was, so last night, and the drop is coming up in 1 hour. It's on. You're going to need 2 Solano if you're interested. It's going to be the one project we're going to go after today. Is going to be not those guys. They're going to be called the Baller Apes. Wow, where are you at? Let me get on here. Yeah. So this is what we're going to go after today. We found this one, or we reviewed this last night on our Zoom call. And what this one is, so the reason that we're going to try this, like I said, it's sitting at 2 Solana. They have a decent amount of, not a ton of followers on Twitter, bunch on their Discord. But this project has a huge roadmap. It has a lot of like cool little things you can win. If your ape has certain features, especially with like, so if they have the Baller Ape Club hat, think you're going to be entitled to, they're going to send you one, like a limited edition one. If he has the hoodie, you're going to get one of those. Not only that, they're going to have royalties. So they're going to have 12.5% fees, or no, 15% fees on sales on secondary market. And that 15%, the way it's going to be broke down is whoever minted, so anyone that mints one today, you're going to be fixed at 7.5% forever. So anytime that thing is flipped, you're going to get 7.5% on that. So you're going to get of that fee. When they charge that 15%, you're going to get half of that right off the jump. 2.5 of it's going to go into like a community pool for the same thing that I said with that last NFT. They do a lot of stuff where they put into the community pool, and then holders get a percentage of that right into your wallet. So they have that. And then what they're also doing is for secondary market people that hold it, when they flip it, I think they get a 5% fee or something, or not a fee, a 5% reward on it. So you do get benefits on this just for holding and minting. Like I said, it's like a residual. Every time it's flipped. Now that's not every single like the pool of them. It's the one that you have, your NFT. Once you sell it, once that number NFT just keeps going and going, every time somebody else purchases it down the line, you get paid off of it. So that's pretty cool. So even if you just buy this thing, sell it, and hope this project takes off, you could still end up with making a good amount of money. I mean, some of these projects are up to like $1 million. I mean, that's a $75,000 paycheck. So it could be a big hitter if this project takes off. So like I said, this is the one we are going to look at, and more than likely down the road, I'm almost certain in this airdrop they're going to have airdrops also. I mean, in their roadmap they have airdrops. Everything's going to start with these. So holding will be a big thing if you can afford to. Hold these for a little bit, and while the market goes up, the value of these go up. But that's it for today. So we had the 2 tokens, 2 different airdrops that came in, like I said, through NFTs, and then the Baller Apes. We're going to figure out that launches at 5:30. We'll need 2 Solano if you're interested in that in your Phantom wallet. And then that link will be right on their website, I believe. Definitely in their Discord, if not. But I'll go send it back over to Jonah, and he is going to go over a couple more things. All right, Jonah, back to you.
Perfect. While we're here, while you have your screen up, if you want to keep your screen up real quick, just because my Wi-Fi is acting goofy over here. But if you want to go to OpenSea for me, I just wanted to touch base on a couple different projects that we've actually called out in the past. I just wanted to go back into some really good projects. The first one would be Crypto Dads. So we actually did call this one out. This was like the beginning of last month, right around the beginning. I'd say like the middle of last month. It was right around then. I think it was like the 12th or the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. I have it all jotted and recorded in our notes. But this came out at 0.07 Ethereum, and the floor within a month is sitting at 1.24 Ethereum. Now, I know me and Pat, we did not get this one. Unfortunately, we were going to pick one up at like 0.3, 0.4. We hesitated, and by then they took off and are already at an ETH floor. But it was a great project. You know, this is still a good project. This is still something in my radar. I still plan on getting one of these in the future. And I just want to, make a couple flips, make a couple good moves with what the projects that we already have. But this is one good project that we actually did call out. We all tried to mint. We could not get one, unfortunately. That would have been a huge mint for every single one of us. Still holding 1.24 ETH. That's amazing. So that was one project that we called out. The second one that we called out was what we say. I wrote it down. It's actually going to be on Solanart. So if you want to pull up Solanart for me real quick, it's going to be called Infinity Labs. So unfortunately, we did not get this one. This was actually a randomized raffle. So if you were able to get one, you would get one through a raffle. So it was kind of basically luck of the draw, similar to...
This was just this Monday.
Yeah, this was just Monday. So we just called this out Monday. Came out at 2...
Down, actually,
soul floor. It did come down a little bit, but that's still a good return. That's a 4 or 5x. That's a 5x right there. So 2 soul, roughly about a 10 soul floor. That's very good. The art is amazing. Just the project behind this is amazing. Just with how you're going to be able to combine art with different pieces of art inside of this project. You can combine them, make a rare piece, and sell it for X amount, however you want to sell it. But I think this project right here is still a good project to get in. Still low. I plan on wanting to. I really do want to get inside of this project personally. So this is another one that's still in my scope, sitting at about 1,800. A little bit over 1,800. I think it would be closer to 2,000, right? 9 times 2. So, yeah, right around 1,900. Right around there. But great project, guys. Infinity Labs. We did call this one out. The next one is going to be actually on the Open Seas. It's going to be called Pluto Alliance. Now, this one is still a good project to invest in right now, but we did have a couple good investments off the mint. It was a 0.07 mint, 0.07, 0.08. So even if you still got in at that mint price, you still come up a good, I'd say $100, $150, 0.03, 0.04. So that's still not bad, and that I think we called that out about 2 weeks ago. I was actually able to get a pretty rare one, so I minted at 0.07. I sold for 0.6 ETH. We actually had another guy. He got a really rare one. I think it was a Mars. He ended up getting 0.07 mint, sold it for 1 Ethereum. So we came up a 0.93 Ethereum on this project, and that was in the same day. He got it and sold it the same day. So that was a really good one that we called out as well. Still good project. Still has a major potential. They're coming out with great partnerships. The person that actually created this project, he's the biggest crypto YouTuber in the whole entire world. So definitely check him out. His name is BitBoy. We actually do follow him. We get our resources. We learn a lot of information from him. He's not the only person, but he's very smart. He knows his stuff. And he created this project. So I don't think someone like that is going to have a failed project or going to, guide the community. He's not going to, dictate his YouTube and his knowledge and his information on just a project that's a rug pull. I wouldn't call it a rug pull. I think this is a very solid project that's still in the making. I think they're coming out with some type of metaverse with this. I think it's going to be some type of game with these little characters. So check it out. Pluto Alliance, the Pluto Alliance. Great project in my eyes. And then just 2 more, since we already touched up on the Soul Snatchers. The other one is going to be 0x Vampire. Right, this is a good project. Very low, very underrated in my opinion. I have 2 of these guys. They're sitting at a 0.135, so very low compared to what I was grabbing. I grabbed one at like 0.3, grabbed one at like 0.2. So I have pretty decent rare ones. But if you guys go back to the videos that we've taught you guys on Zoom, and you guys go back and you understand how to find the rare ones, you can go in there and you could probably find a rare one for less than what I paid. So just, definitely check that one out. 0x Vampire is the project. Great project. Great art. They're coming out with some, I think they're going to have some type of game starting today. I don't know what the games is about, but I'm going to check it out. I think it's at 6 or 6:30. I'm going to check it out, check their Discord out. So definitely go check them out on Twitter and Discord, and their project is 0x Vampire. They are verified. Great project in my opinion. I think this project is going to be booming by Halloween, in my opinion. And then the last one we're going to show you guys, since we're already about 40 minutes in, is Claylings. Cannot forget about our Claylings. We have a ton of celebrities. If you guys, I know some of you guys did get the Rich the Kid NFT. Now he actually came out with a project, with his own NFT. But if you go check out his Twitter, he was actually one of the people that has their Instagram profile as a Clayling. So Claylings, very similar to Clay Nation on the Cardano network. Now Claylings is on Ethereum network. 2 different projects, but very similar in the sense of course, being little clay guys. I have 2 of these guys. No, I actually have 1. I sold one for like a 0.2 profit, which isn't too bad. A couple $100. I'll take it. And then I think Pat has 2 of these guys as well. I have 1 now. He's a rare guy. He's under 1,000 rarity score, which is really good. But this is a really good project, guys. This is still early. I do see this project being an Ethereum floor probably within the next month or 2. We'll stay tuned. We'll stay updated. You know, we're gonna make sure that we check up on the airdrops and anything else that they drop. But stay tuned, guys. Claylings, 0x Vampire, Pluto Alliance, great projects, and there's so many more. We could be here all day going over the projects, but those are just a couple of them that I would look into. Do your research, go into their Discords, look at their community. Great communities, great projects, great art. But yeah, that's really it for today. Pat, did you have anything else before we head out of here?
Other than no, just if you're interested, like I said, that drop is going to be in less than an hour. We're talking 50 minutes. So if you are interested in Baller Apes, that's in 50 minutes. To Solano. Other than that, no, that's pretty much it. We will be back on Monday. Hopefully this market, if it stays like this each day, we know we're in for something special.
Yes,
so
sir.
Let's see what happens. Looking forward to Monday, seeing what this market's sitting at. I don't think there's any big drops that we said over the weekend. If anything pops up, follow us on our other channels, and we'll definitely put it out there. Any drops that we get into. Other than that, please once again follow us, share, like. Please help us grow. Please, we're trying to get big with this. But thank you guys for watching us. Appreciate that. But now let me let Jonah close this out.
Yes, sir. You can go ahead and stop sharing the screen. Appreciate it, Pat, for sharing your screen and helping me with that. But that's really it, guys. We appreciate every single one of you for being here and checking us out. If you guys have any questions, let us know in the chat after this video or during the live streams. Whenever you know, hit us up in the Telegram chats, Instagram, whatever you guys need help with or you want insight on, just let us know. We're here to help you guys. And also, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and also turn on those notifications because I told you guys we're going to start integrating some giveaways coming up this month since it is October. So, spooky October coming up. I appreciate you guys again for being here. I'll see you guys at the top because you guys know the rest. The bottom is way too crowded. They have no crypto and they have